Get ready to guess who discovered Mrs. Mills, where Conestoga Wagon traveled to, and when the first stock exchange was opened. If you can guess, you win on Guess What? And now, here is the star of our show, Robin Ward.
Thank you all. Oh! That's a move. Nick, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm touched. I'm touched. Thank you so much, and welcome to Guess What? Good to see you all. For the folks at home who can't see our wonderful studio audience, we have two groups of young people here today from St. Dunstan's School in Scarborough. We have a group sitting over there. Let's hear St. Dunstan's right now. Hooray! And on my right, we have a group of kids from all over southwestern Ontario, a part of the Gifted Student Program, and apparently, Nick, this show is part of a school project for gifted kids.
Yeah.
They heard that we are quite an intellectual show, and of
That's
course
true.
they're out here to observe and understand the brilliance that goes on here.
And you, incidentally, are our leading intellectual.
Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
In the words of Wayne Newton, Nick, Dankeschön, okay? Right now, I think we should meet our contestants who are standing by, so Nick, let's meet them, please.
All right, Robin, here's our family, our present champions, the Reed family. They've won 3 games.
Mona, welcome back to
Yeah,
Guess What.
thank you
Good to
very
see
much. Thank you very much. We really enjoyed it.
Now, you've won 3. This is game 4 for you, I understand.
This is
You're
coming
getting
up
close to
great.
that grand prize if you win 7
would be
games, so
really
I wish you the
nice.
best of luck today. It's
Thank
nice
you
to have
very
you
much.
back. And this is the lovely Kathy. How are you?
Thank you. I'm just fine. How about you?
Good. I'm surviving. Are you feeling like playing our game today? This
Sure
is game
am.
4?
Yep.
Now, you squeaked in a couple
Yeah.
of times. There were close games.
The
that you
last
played,
one,
but,
yes.
how many of
Yeah.
you won by 10 points, I think?
That was the
Which
last
is a
game.
very small
Yes.
spread, but you won, and you're still our champions. I wish you the best of luck today
thank
in
you.
this game. Some tough questions today. Heather, how are you?
Thank you, fine.
Good. Now, you teach writing, and they call it mucking out, don't they?
Yeah.
You know what mucking out means, don't you?
Yeah.
Right. It means they shovel
Yeah.
that stuff out of the stable. I wish you the best of luck today on our show. Right now, I think we should see who you're facing and meet the challengers, Nick, please.
All right, Robin. Here's a family that is very glad that honeymoons only happen once in a lifetime. Meet the Lavises.
I'm Michael. Welcome to Guess What?
Hi,
Good to
Robin.
see
How
you.
are you? Sharing cycle.
Yes. Is that part of your family
All
out
mine,
there?
yes.
Oh, really? He has 37 kids out there, Michael does, sitting in the audience. Now, you're the man who rode a moped off a dock on your
No,
honeymoon.
I'm not, Robin.
Oh.
I'm just a distribution executive who my daughter talked to coming on your show, and I'm glad I did. And this is my daughter, Debbie, and her husband, Det, and they had the problem running off a dock on their honeymoon.
And you didn't have that
I
problem.
had no problem at all.
Oh,
Yes.
well, let's go down and see what happened on that dock on that honeymoon. Debbie, welcome to Guess What? It's good to see you. Okay, fine. It's been awfully nice talking to you, Debbie.
I was going to say my husband can tell you about the accident on our honeymoon.
Nobody wants to talk to me about the moped or the honeymoon, Nick. I don't know what's happening here. Good to have you on Guess What? The best of luck today. And this is Detlef. Nice to see you.
What happened was Daredevil Debbie was we took a moped on our honeymoon, and we ended up getting wiped out in the Bahamas.
I see. She just
Spending
rode-
our honeymoon in a hospital for the most part.
Sounds like a wonderful time you had on that honeymoon.
I'd love a second one, though. A little better than the first.
Well, maybe you'll get one if you win our grand prize. It's
I
very
hope
often
so.
a nice trip, so you may do well on our show today. I wish you all the best. Are you ready to play our game?
Yep.
Glad you said that. Look at our board, and let's rock and roll. Great. Okay, I hope our young people in the audience play along with us and try their luck at answering these questions, as long as they don't give any assistance to our contestants by yelling the answer. I know we have some bright young people out there, but we can't give them any help. We have to be fair. Here's the first question. It's worth 60 points. I'm sure some of you know the answer to this. Now, all of the following nursery rhymes come from Tommy Thumb's Pretty Songbook, except for one. Which one of the following nursery rhymes comes from Mother Goose's Melody? Ba Ba Black Sheep, Hickory Dickory Dock, Humpty Dumpty, Little Boy Blue, This Little Pig, or Song of Sixpence. Only one of these came from Mother Goose's Melody. For 60 points, we start with our champs and Mona.
Humpty Dumpty.
That is correct for 60 points. Whoopee. Great. Okay. Off to a good start, champions. Straight into our second question. Again, it's worth 60 points. Kamloops, BC serves as an important transportation hub in the farming and ranching region of a south central part of the province. Now, the word Kamloops is Indian in origin. What does Kamloops mean? Does it mean high ground, big country, meeting of water, home of the bear, strong wind, or great rock? What does the Indian word Kamloops actually mean? 60 points, we start with Michael.
Meeting of water.
That is correct for 60 points. God, these people are great. Right. All right. Two excellent teams competing, and we'll see if the Reeds can retain their championship in the face of very bright challengers today. Let's go to a team effort question. Raise those flaps, if you would, please, and take a look over here at the monitor in our studio. The picture comes to us off the cover of Mrs. Mills' hit record, Everybody's Welcome at Mrs. Mills' Party. And she's a party kind of gal, as you can tell by looking at this. Which one of the following occupational positions did Mrs. Mills hold before she became a big recording star? Was she A, a typist, B, a seamstress, C, a cashier, or D, a Playboy bunny? You have 5 seconds to think about that. And time is up. And Mona, what do you think Mrs. Mills'
I'll
former
say
occupation
C.
was?
Cashier.
I think a cashier. Kathy?
I said be a seamstress.
And Heather?
I said be a seamstress.
All right, if you and Kathy are right, you put 50 points on the board. Let's see how the challengers voted. Michael, what do you think?
I said B, a seamstress.
And Debbie?
Be a seamstress.
And Detlef?
Be a seamstress.
Unanimous on the Levis side. Let's find out right now what Mrs. Mills' former occupation was. The answer is A, a typist.
Oh.
Right. No correct answers, that little buzzer says. Yeah, she in fact was superintendent of a typing pool, and she was spotted by a talent scout at the Woodward Golf Club dance in December of 1961. And she went on to the big time in showbiz. I'm not that familiar with Mrs. Mills' music, but she's a hip party kind of gal, and must go out and buy those records. No correct answers, no points on this question. The end of our first round, it's a tie game, 60 points apiece. Round 2 coming up right after this, so stay with us. Thank you so much. You know, any of our teams that win 7 games win the grand prize. And here's Nick to tell you what that prize is. Nick?
It's a cruise worth $7,000 from Sunline Cruises, a summer cruise for 3 out of New York to the Caribbean on the beautiful Stella Solaris. Enjoy the shores of Caribbean paradise in the true luxury of Sunline Cruises.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Round 2 is here. It's a tie game, and here's the first question this second round. Again, it's worth 60 points. Now, it's a sports question. This famous hockey player played goal in the NHL for Montreal from 1968 to 1969. He was a goalie. He was then traded to Chicago in 1969. He was born in Sault Ste. Marie. What is his name? Is it Tony Esposito, Dave Keon, Guy Lafleur, Lanny McDonald, Stan Mikita, or Brad Park? And for 60 points, we start with Kathy.
I'm going to say Tony Esposito.
That is correct for 60 points. Okay. All right, good answer on that. Are you a hockey fan, Kathy?
Yes,
You are.
definitely.
Well, you know that. You know our Esposito brothers are from Sault Ste. Marie. Let's go straight to the next question, worth again 60 points. The Conestoga wagon was a sturdy, colorful wagon used by American pioneers. It was named after the Conestoga Valley, where it was first built in the early 1700s. In which one of the following states would you find the Conestoga Valley? Would you find it in the state of Pennsylvania, in Maine, in Virginia, North Carolina, Connecticut, or Ohio? Where would you find the Conestoga Valley? And for 60 points, we start with Debbie.
Maine.
That is incorrect, Debbie. We're down to 50 points, and we're over to Heather.
Ohio.
Nope, we're down to 40 points now, and we're over to Detlef.
North Carolina.
Nope, down to 30 points, over to Mona.
Virginia.
Nope, we're down to 20 points. Last chance to make a point. Michael, it's up to you.
Pennsylvania.
That is correct for 20 points. Okay. Okay, you salvaged some points out of that. Let's go to an audio question. It's worth 60 points. We'd like you to sit back and listen to this piece of music. Mona and I don't normally work without consulting our choreographer, but today we made an exception. That, of course, was Tammy Wynette singing Gentle on My Mind. Now, Tammy Wynette was born near Tupelo, Mississippi on May the 5th, 1942. Nice of us to give out Tammy's age, isn't it? Which one of the following singers was also born in Tupelo, Mississippi? Was it Carl Perkins, Dolly Parton, Roy Orbison, Elvis Presley, Buck Owens, or Willie Nelson? And for 60 points, we start with Kathy.
Dolly Parton.
That is incorrect, Kathy. Down to 50 points. Over to Debbie.
Willie Nelson.
Nope. Down to 40 points. And over to Heather.
Roy Orbison.
Nope. Down to 30 points now. And over to Detlef.
Carl Perkins.
That is incorrect. Down to 20 points. Last chance to make a point. Mona, it's all up to you.
Elvis Presley.
That is correct for 20 points. All right, good answer on that. Let's go to a team effort question. Raise those flaps, if you would, please. Keep your answers confidential. Now, take a look over here at the monitor. You're looking at a photograph of one of the largest Buddhas in the world. The statue is 70 meters high. Now, the name Buddha is the title given to the founder of Buddhism. What was the name of the man that founded that religion? Was it A, I believe this is how you pronounce it, Gautama, B, Nirvana, C, Kasyapa, or D, Sakyamuni? The name of the man that founded the religion of Buddhism. And you have 5 seconds. Time is up. Mona, what was
I'll
his
say
name?
D, Sakyamuni.
Sakyamuni, okay, good answer. And Kathy, what do you think?
I said C, Kasyapa.
And Heather, what do you think?
I said C, Kasyapa.
Nicely done. Let's find out how our challengers voted. Michael?
I said B, Nirvana.
And Debbie?
A, Gautama.
Okay, you said it better than I did. Detlef, what do you think?
And D, Sakyamuni.
This family disagreed on this question. Let's find out right now the actual name of the man who founded the religion of Buddhism. The answer is A, Gautama. Yeah, his complete name was Siddhartha Gautama, and he was a member of a rich and powerful family and founded Buddhism. Of course, Buddha is the title given to that man. So one correct answer on both teams. Debbie puts 20 points on the board. At the end of our second round, it's a pretty close game. Our champions have 140 points. Close behind are our challengers with 100 points. And the final and deciding round is coming up. Sound like Howard Cosell. After these words, stay with us. Thank you so much. If you at home would like to join us on Guess What, you can see we have some good time down here. All you got to do is drop us a line. Here's Nick with our address.
All right, Robin, if you plan to be in Toronto and would like to be a part of Guess What in the audience or as a player, please write Guess What, Box 9, Station O, Toronto, Ontario, M4A2M9.
And some members of our studio audience might win interesting and valuable prizes. Here's Nick to tell you what some of those prizes might be.
Some members of our studio audience may receive prizes furnished from Added Touch Cake Mix. There's lots of moist, delicious flavors to choose from, but only one kind of quality. The best. Added Touch, your best value. And our consolation winners will receive the classics from Conair, the fashionable hair dryer and curling iron that will shape your hair the way you want it. Use the classics from Conair.
Okay, thank you so much. Round 3, the final and deciding round is here. It's a fairly close game. Our champions have a 40-point lead at the moment as we come into this last round. First question is worth 60 points. Here it is. Now, everybody knows that George Washington, first American president, had false teeth. Now, these teeth were made from very unusual materials. Which one of the following was not used in the making of George Washington's false teeth? Was not used. Human teeth, cow's teeth, elephant's tusks, lead, wood, or hippopotami teeth? Which of these was not used in the making of George Washington's false teeth, or dentures as they're now known? 60 points. We start with Michael.
Hippopotami teeth.
Hippopotami teeth were used, believe it or not, down to 50 points, and we're over to Kathy.
Human teeth.
They were also used. We're down to 40 points now, and over to Debbie.
Cow's teeth.
Nope, they were used as well. Amazing combination of materials used in his teeth, down to 30 points, and over to Heather.
Elephant's tusk.
Nope, that was used as well. Down to 20 points. Last chance. Detloff, it's up to you.
Lead.
No, in fact, the only material not used was wood. Now, everybody thinks, and Nick, could you call security, please? They're ganging up on me here. No, everybody thinks that George Washington's teeth were made of wood. That's the popular myth, isn't it? In fact, there was no wood in the teeth, but all those other... Dr. Reader Sognies of the University of California did extensive research into George Washington's 4 set of teeth. He had 4 sets of false teeth. He had kind of his party teeth. He had his state affairs teeth. And
Morning teeth.
Morning teeth.
Yeah.
Okay, straight to the next question. Again, it's worth 60 points. Here it is. Of the 138 stock exchanges listed in the world, which one of the following is the oldest stock exchange? The New York Stock Exchange, the American, the Amsterdam Stock Exchange, the Paris, the South African, or the London? Which of these is the oldest stock exchange in the world? 60 points. We start with Mona. That is incorrect, Mona. We're down to 50 points. And over to Michael.
Amsterdam.
That is correct. 50 points. Good for you. Okay, our challengers have just taken the lead. Let's go to the next question. Again, it's worth 60 points. This is a big money question. The richest man in the United States and one of the richest men in the world is Gordon Peter Getty, the 4th son of John Paul Getty. In millions of dollars, how much is Gordon Peter Getty's estate worth? Is it worth 100 million, 50 million, 2,450 million, 7,360 million, 4,100 million, or 900 million? And for 60 points, we start with Kathy.
7,360 million.
That is incorrect. Down to 50 points. Over to Debbie.
50 million.
That is also incorrect. We're down now to 40 points, and we're over to Heather.
900.
Nope. Down to 30 points and over to Detlef.
2,450 million.
That is incorrect. We're down to 20 points now. Last chance to make a point, Mona. It's up to you.
100 million?
No. In fact, he is worth... Our audience gets so depressed, don't they, when there's no points made? 4,100 million is the answer. A lot of money and no correct answers made on that. Let's go to the last question. It's a team effort. Raise those flaps. Now, this being the last question, the point value's triple, so it's a chance to add 300 points to your score. It's a very close game. At the moment, our champions have 140 points and our challenger ahead with 150. This question will decide the game. And here is the final question. The North Star, sometimes called the Pole Star or Polaris, has long guided mariners traveling in the northern hemisphere. In which one of the following constellations would you find the North Star? In A, Ursa Minor, B, Orion, C, Hercules, or D, Andromeda? Which of these constellations would you find the North Star in? And you have 5 seconds to think about it. Time is up. Mona, what is your answer?
I said B, Orion.
And Kathy?
I said A, Ursa Minor.
And Heather?
I said A, Ursa Minor.
If you and Kathy are correct, you'll put 200 points on the board. Let's see how our challengers voted. Michael?
B, Orion.
And Debbie?
B, Orion.
And Detlef?
B, Orion.
Unanimous on the Levis side. Let's find out right now where you'd find the Pole Star or North Star. The answer is A, Ursa Minor, in fact. So our continuing champions are the Reeds. Congratulations. Leave out the chance. Okay, good answer on that. And the Reeds, this is game 4 for you. We congratulate you. And let's find out what you've won today. Nick, please.
It's the World Book 22-volume encyclopedia, including research guide and index volume. Easy to use, easy to read, and easy to understand. Furnished by World Book Childcraft International. And a selection of products from Gerald, including the Starcom SD stereo decoder. Connect to TV broadcast stereo sound with DBX noise reduction is yours to enjoy. Another in the Starcom family from Gerald.
Okay, to our challengers, you put up a terrific fight. You were in the lead for much of the game, and you played superbly. We got some nice runner-up prizes for you. We hope you had a good time on Guess What, and we enjoyed having you here. Thanks very much for being with us today. And to our continuing... Yes, let's hear it for them. All right. Yes. And to our continuing champions with Game 4, the Reeds, getting closer to that grand prize all the time. We're going to be playing for cash and a big bonus prize on our bonus round. That's coming up after Guess What. Thank you so much. All right, thank you very much. Okay, it's time to play our bonus round, and before we get into our bonus round, we're going to find out from Nick Hollenrake what our bonus prize is today. Nick, please.
Today's bonus prize is Warming Trends by Croydon. Fashionable his and her coats with updated styling. Be warm, look great with Warming Trends by Croydon.
Thank you very much. Okay, here is our first bonus question. You know how it works. If you answer this correctly, it's worth $50, and if you answer it correctly, of course, you get to go on to play for that big bonus prize. Here is the first bonus question. Which one of the following art terms is used to describe the works of French painters Claude Monet, Pierre-Auguste Renoir, and Edgar Degas? What is the term used to describe this kind of painting? And for $50, we start with Mona. Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't give you the things. Is it Impressionism? Host goes into major vapor lock on show. Is it Impressionism? Is it Cubism? Is it Dadaism? Or is it Surrealism? I'm terribly sorry. And $50. Okay, Nick, I make mistakes. Give me a break.
Is it
$50, we start with Mona.
I'll say Surrealism.
That is incorrect. Mona, over to Kathy.
Impressionism?
Impressionism is correct. $50. Okay, straight into the second bonus question. Again, it's worth $50 on the right to go on to that biggie. Here is the second one. Earl Warren became Chief Justice of the United States in 1953. The famous Warren Report was a summary of events related to the assassination of which of the following people? The Warren Report. John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King Jr., Robert F. Kennedy, Sharon Tate, or John Lennon. And for $50, we start with Kathy.
Martin Luther King?
That is incorrect, Kathy. Over to Heather.
John Lennon?
That is also incorrect. Mona, it's all up to you.
Robert Kennedy?
No, in fact, it was John F. Kennedy, the Warren Report. So, I'm getting really depressed, Nick, up here. I don't know why. So you didn't make our bonus prize, but because our audience was so unhappy, we're going to play the last bonus question for another $50. Is that okay? All right. Here is the final question. On which one of the following game shows did Dr. Joyce Brothers win the top prize, making her a national celebrity overnight? Was that show The Price is Right, Jeopardy, Name That Tune, the $64,000 question, The Gong Show, or Let's Make a Deal? Which of these shows set Joyce Brothers on her road to stardom? And we start with Heather.
Name That Tune?
That is incorrect. And we go over to Mona.
That's a $64,000.
That is correct for the bonus. We're right out of time. We have to say goodbye. See you next week. Bye-bye for now.
Promotional consideration from Elja Marine, products that are made from a mixture of organic extracts to cleanse and moisturize skin while leaving a fresh scent in all products. All from Elja Marine. And Mighty Drop. Now you can eliminate unpleasant odors in seconds. Mighty Drop, the quick, easy way to deodorize and freshen your home in drop or concentrated spray. Mighty Drop. And Happy Nails. Non-smear Happy Nails instantly removes nail polish while it conditions nails and cuticles with protein, lanolin, and glycerin. Happy Nails. This is Nick Hollenrake speaking for Guess What? A Glen Warren production.